Welcome to another episode of Good Dunning with myself, Mr. Floyd here, and usually awaiting a haircut, Mr. Floyd. And so welcome. Just came from Truth Wave, Good Dunning family. If you came from other parts of the internet, unknown, Good Dunning, and welcome. There's a pinned comment here today, and I know Krista's live at noon, but there's a new channel also going live. We do not create times that people go live. We cannot help that. And anybody who's new and going live at noon, God love you. Noon is like the number one time when everybody goes live on YouTube, right? Noon and like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. But either way, Linda Kennedy, as we all know Linda Kennedy, and she's going live with her first live today, solo. So I did post that. Say hi. Of course, visit Krista as well. But this is her first live. I don't think she's going live at noon every day or anything. But so this is just her first physical live by herself. She had been, if you watch Rooted Willow, she's tag teamed with Rooted Willow as her sidekick, and they make a great partnership when they're live. And so do check out Linda's first live today at noon. That's East Coast time, 10 o'clock, top of the hour there. But definitely say hi to Krista too. So you can multi-stream, right? So you can multi-stream. So break open your laptops, folks, and break open your cell phones. Grab your iPads, and we will all multi-stream today. But Good Dunning. And Hector Henny yesterday was talking about Hector the cat, right? And so let's all give some raise the roof there. They were going to take Hector to be in favor there. Hector is fine. Hector has surpassed what they thought was, and Hector is so favor. Our energy here, maybe we don't know, but we don't know how anything works. Really, let's be honest here. We're just grateful, right? But Hector is alive and kicking, and we are grateful. So send love to Henny and Hector in the chat, if you would, please. All right. So real quick here, we got the list of who's live and who's Memorex today. So we have Linda at noon and Krista at noon. Cosmic Connections. With the K, Cosmic. She'll be live at 4:40. These are all East Coast times. Of course, then, and we don't, again, we do not generate when people go live, right? So Teresa, Wounds to Wisdom, will be live at 5 o'clock, right behind Cosmic there. Then we have Truth Wave, and then a roundtable, which I'll do my best to be at today. Finances, so I will be door dashing, but I will stop the DoorDash to do from my car, if any. But if I sit here till 11:30, then that's an hour and a half of door dashing that I am not utilizing. But what I will do is take my phone. I figured desktop mode does work. I was not able to, and don't ask me. StreamYard or Restream does what it does, but it was not able to post it to my channel, so I have to watch it through Victor's channel, which is fine as long as it's being watched. But I will do my best to you can watch it through Ben Baconbit's channel or Eric's channel or Derek's channel too. But I will do my best to be on the live with them today. If I am, it'll be from my automobile because I'm going to be door dashing. And if I sit here by 11:30, 12:30, I've missed the lunch rush. So that's part of the deal. So at least I can get a good chunk of it and see what I can do to connect. But as long as I can get it, I'll probably put it on, if I can get it on desktop mode on the phone, it should be fine. So we'll get that going. Hershey, Good Dunning. I don't know if Hershey's going live or not. Hershey, are you live or Memorex today? If live being Memorex being, are you recorded? Are you live? So yeah, if you're live today, if you got a live or anything, if I missed something, throw it in to the chat and we will go over. But yeah, busy day today in the universe. Chloe's Crystals. I'm going to show the other side. That's my address, but Chloe's Crystals. There we go. I don't want to cover my address up there, but all right. So we are going to unbox real quick. So Chloe, and if you can see how fragile, right? So it came from Italy. So Chloe shipped this from Italy. And let's get this guy opened here. There wasn't much I purchased, but I figured since I'm going to open it anyways, right? Let's do it with you guys. All right, the Spyderco knife. And we pry this guy out of her hermetic seal here. And so, yeah, you can see how well she taped. It didn't even, this is like insane, right? All right. And we have the bubble wrap. So are you ready? Let's party with some bubble wrap. All right. That's round one of the bubble wrap. Then we have the bubble wrap bumper on the bottom here. So if you get crystals from at Chloe's Crystals, You also get enough bubble wrap to send more crystals to other people, right? If you need bubble wrap for your collection, order crystals from Chloe's Crystals. You will get bubble wrap. And what did she say here? Oh, and see, who does this, right? You buy a crystal from Amazon, you aren't going to get this personalized service. It'll be backwards here, but amethyst, carnelian, Josh. How awesome, right? So we love you, Chloe. And so Nathan, good dawning. All right, so let's cut this guy open. And all right. All right, that's round one. All right, so that's level one. So now we still have, all right, so there we go. It's level two. Now we're in level three, right? So we're still sealed here. So now we are on level three of the hermetic sealing, unsealing of Chloe's crystals here. Hershey, good dawning. It's been an adventure. I haven't smelled like the formula for 25 years. All right, so we're almost there. One more seal here, but we're getting there, right? So yeah. There we go. All right, one more. I think I have another layer on top of this one. No, we made it. All right, we finally got down to the brass tacks here. This thing is stunning. Look at all the druzy caves in this, guys. All right, so this is amethyst and carnelian mixed together. I don't know how they do that. I don't know. I guess you like Burger King, right? You have it your way. So yeah. So there we go. Who eats Burger King? But all right. So there we go. Amethyst combined with carnelian. This is stunning. So thank you, Chloe. And this was packed well enough to toss off a 50-story building and probably totally survive. So if you order crystals from Chloe and you too want to check out how far you can chuck them and see if they'll still survive, most likely they will, as it was incredibly bubble wrapped. But this thing is gorgeous, and we thank you, Chloe. And you can see the quality of less than a $10 crystal here. Yeah, this in any store would be 30, 40 bucks. So thank you, Chloe. This was stunning. And thank you for the amazing packaging here. And just to give you an idea, all of this for this. But you know what? You can guarantee, and she put it. So yeah, you can guarantee that whatever Chloe's going to send you is not going to, Janet Lee, ooh, good dawning, Janet, is not going to break. So, all right. And of course, we want to do this as well. We've been doing something a little bit different here in the dawning. And I'm done with the lighter. Using the lighter to try to light this is not going to work. So yes, we live in Colorado, so I'll have certain things here. And so we will light the Palo Santo, right? Sometimes you just got to take things in your own hands here, right? This is a 30-hour show here. If we try to do it with the lighter, it's not going to work so well. So theoretically, you are not supposed to light Palo Santo with a creme brulee torch. But nonetheless, technically, you're supposed to use a match. But good luck with that, right? So here we go, guys. All right, this is for us. Exactly. Well, there's no other way. I mean, really, how are you going to light this thing? This thing is thick as trying to use a Bic lighter. It's like going up to a tree. Like, all right, I want to fire. It's not burning. And there we go. Now we got what we wanted. That's the idea, is that you can catch it on fire so you get the energy. Hello. And then shake it out. You don't want to ever blow it out. All right, guys. Take a moment for you guys. And if you don't know the difference, Palo Santo clears all of the negative energy, but leaves all your positive. If you've got a negative, like a totally fresh space, then you want to use sage. Sage takes away the negative and the positive, voids the space, right? So if you use sage, then you have a completely clear space. Get my chakras, get you guys here one more time. All right. Forget, when you do these things, and I'll do this right now, do not forget the bottoms of your feet and your soul star chakra up here as well. Your aura at its densest is at 6 feet, and then it starts to break 6 feet, right? Hey, what do you know? And then it breaks down from there, but stand 6 feet apart. But we don't ask questions. We just try to break the Merkaba, right? But nonetheless, but we put it back together. But all right, so we'll stab that out, and so yeah. All right, guys, thank you for our unconstitution. A little bit of a different start here, but so yeah, at noon again is Linda and Krista, and then 4:40 Eastern is Cosmic Connections, and then at 5 o'clock is Teresa. So again, I don't schedule these things, and if you guys are watching, again, you guys are all buffered up there, so just keep all that in mind. And anybody who goes live at noon, that's the hardest time in the world to go live on YouTube, because everybody's live at noon, right? And so yeah. All right, so yeah, if you have live channel when noon is like ding 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 ding. So yeah, try not to go, but yeah. All right, so Teresa, when you light the Palo Santo, do you say anything or just I just light it? Honestly, I'm just looking to clear energy. So I don't. Sometimes I'll invite in source or whatever, but really I'm just lighting it and then seeing myself as the clear energy. So I'll just go, all right, let's clear some energy. And just do it. And then I let the Palo Santo speak for itself, because if you've ever used Palo Santo and you're anything energetic to those kind of energies, then you'll feel it. And I always feel lighter and much, much better. But no, I generally don't really say much. You can invoke whatever you choose. You can call forth. I mean, it is a way of invoking. So you can call forth as well. Janet, I've seen you around a few times, so we're pretty simple here. So all right, you have a wrench now, Janet. All right, so today we're going to work with, and I'm still charging the other deck. Tomorrow we'll use a new deck of either Millie's or the deck I got from what's her face? I'm trying to remember the channel's name. On YouTube there, that I had won, but it'll come to me. When you get like stuck, when you have to remember something, sometimes things bam. But Winter Wolf Reader, there we go, from Winter Wolf. So yeah, so tomorrow we'll either use Millie's new deck or Winter Wolf's. Millie's deck is charged and still under the pillow for another charge, and then I got to charge up. I charge up Winter Wolf's deck too, so we'll get that charged up. All right, so let's work with, and these have been supercharged, the Mind Info Oracle cards. Winter Wolf, thank you. When you're on the spot and you try to sometimes your head gets ahead of you, or you get ahead of your head, and it's like, wait a minute, what was her name? You get that blank spot. It's like, yeah, you're welcome, Janet. Absolutely, we're all family here. Everybody is. We're all here to help each other, and that's. Yeah, exactly. All right, now we're gonna work with the green. Actually, you know what? We're gonna put the green Florida away. This came from. Here we'll do this really quick, right? So we will work with the. I should have done that while I had it out, but I didn't think about it. All right, so give this a little bit of, let's put some intention in here of love and peace. And we don't really do much with Chloe's because Chloe's energy is amazing, but give a little bit of love. And we're going to use this guy today, the Amethyst Carnelian. That'll work. When you get crystals from Chloe, there's not much you really need to do. If you know Chloe as well as from her energy and from YouTube and whatnot, Chloe's energy is amazing already. Chloe is the squishies energy, if you can imagine big squishies, right? So Chloe, we don't need to do much to Chloe's crystals except charge it with our own intentions. There's no negativity in there for sure. And so when you pick up a Chloe's crystal, and like a crystal shop, crystal, where you get all that, everybody touches the crystal, right? Or if you ever have somebody come into the crystal shop, somebody come in the other day wearing like a "My Best Friend is Satan" or something t-shirt, started saying stuff all over the crystals. We don't really say much, but you can do what you choose. But yeah, so we just negate their energies. But they call me the wolf dude. Thrive in winter too. Ooh, yeah, we are about done with winter if we could help it. But all right, so let's cut these into 3. 1, 2, 3, and see what we get here. All right, yes, Chloe's crystals feel fabulous right out of the box. Yeah, exactly. She's charged it with her love, so there's not much you need to do unless you're regifting them. Then I would, but even then, there's not much because they're all super positively charged. Helene, good dawning, and again, favor to your dog there. That favor to Henny's animal there that survived. All right. Let's see what we've got. Hector, the cat. There we go. Favor to Hector, the cat. Again, brain fart. Favor. You try to put yourself on the spot sometimes, and it's like, wait a minute. You got to get that thought first, and then put yourself on the spot, right? Hector, the cat. All right, favor to... No, let's go favor to the cat, and then say Hector, the cat. Not the best idea. All right, so let's see what we've got here. All right, so today's card, the energy we're looking for today is... glaring, right? No, bravery. There you go. So you're being asked to make a tough decision that you've been putting off because of fear. So what do you need to be brave at today? Do you have a brave heart? What are you looking to be brave for? What do you have to stand in and take care of? That's a question for all of you. I love the workings of our minds. Yes. All right, so the next card is detach. So in order to be brave, we're asking you to detach. And so, yeah, generally, if you have something hard to do, generally you have to detach from the energies to do what you need to do, right? You don't want to be attached to those energies and then walk into it. You want to detach so it's out of your frame, right? And then you can take care of it a lot easier, right? So detach. You are being asked to detach from something that you've been holding on to, whatever that might be for you. Generally, it will come down to something you need to be brave on to detach, right? Most likely. Pause. It's asking you to box light there. Take a pause. There we go. All right. So it's asking you to take a pause. Are you being asked to pause for the cause? No, making a quick decision. All right. So you have to be brave and do something. So you have to detach, but it's asking you to pause before you make that decision. I don't know what the decision is. That's up to you. And then finally, last but not least, expand. And we're not talking like your waistline, right? We're not talking about expanding your mind, maybe, sure. Expanding, you're asked to expand. You live in a huge and endless world. So, what do you need to be brave on? Why are you not being brave? That's the question. What is blocking your bravery? So, what do you need to do that you haven't done, that you are looking to do, that you should have done, that you might have wanted to do, that you are not doing in the first place? Can you do it? That is the question. And then can you detach while you do it? That's the other question. As if you're attached to something that you're doing, generally you're going to screw it up, right? You want to do it with an air of like detachment, like, well, I'm just doing it, right? You don't want to be all up in the results or all up in, you're just grateful you're doing it, right? We don't try to be all micromanage. How many of us here micromanage, right? Detach. And then it's asking you to pause. So if you detach, then you can take a pause, right? If you're attached, it's harder to pause. Pause. There we go. The glare of the light. Harder to pause. So you're being asked to pause before making a quick decision. Again, if you have to be brave to do something, right? To ground into whatever you need to do. And then you're being asked to expand. And we're not saying to go to the Baskin Robbins style of expanding, right? We're being asking to expand spiritually and otherwise. You live in a huge world with endless possibilities. Not about endless, but I mean, there's no possibility of you jumping off the Sears Tower, right? Willis Tower, and flying away. And that's not a possibility. So there's not endless possibility, but there is. But it's right, exactly. So expand, but so see the possibilities today. After what do you have to do that's brave? What's holding you in your universe there? What is the brave thing that you've been holding off on in your universe? All right, so we do have cards posted up. I got we're caught up on finger cards here, or palm cards. We're doing fingernails today. So we're caught up on palm reading cards. So if you go to the community page, we've been studying palm reading, right? So today's cards. So yesterday's cards are posted there and all are caught up. And all right, so today's cards. And if you didn't catch this dawning, speaking of, Jared was live as well. So if you didn't catch today's Thursday, Guru Day, so do check out Jared's live as well. All right, so today we're going on fingernails. Small, medium, and large. Tell them Large Marge sent you, right? Fingernails. At the end of the finger, here we go, fingernails. It's all going to be backwards here. So if you want to get a mirror, and you can read this along with me, right? The ends of the fingers have more nerve endings than any other part of the body. I had no idea. So the end of your fingers have more nerve endings than anywhere else in your body there. Fingernails provide protection for this sensitive area and often respond to changes in physical health. Fingernail ridges can form if there's something unusual going on. It's like a Ruffles ridge, like Ruffles, they have ridges. They come in all shapes and sizes, remaining the same from birth. Therefore, they act as an indicator to personality. All right, so your ridges in your palm or in your fingernails act as an indicator to your personality. So let's talk about fingernail size then. And so we have these small fingernails. And again, this is just one guy's interpretation of the palm There's a trillion different ones, but this is from the box here. All right, so the small fingernails. There we go. And the characteristics of a small fingernail. People act on impulse. You push yourself too far. You tend to burn the candle at both ends. Quick-tempered, active, and fast-paced mind. So again, that's small fingernails. All right, we go to the medium. Bravery, detach, pause, and extend. There we go. I keep my fingernails small. It's not the size of the fingernail, but how you. All right, PG. It's not the size of the fingernail, but how you use it. All right, there you go, PG. All right, so then we have medium fingernails, and your size may vary, and of course, size is an interpretation there. And if you have small fingernails, don't be telling everyone you got large fingernails there and thinking you're the shiznit. Exactly. All right, small, that's medium fingernails. All right, so medium fingernails. Believer of hard work. So you believe in hard work. I don't know what you believe in. Yes, I believe in digging ditches. I don't know. I believe a believer of hard work, whatever that's supposed to mean. Enjoying a challenge. So digging a ditch around a boulder, right? So you're stubborn. So you got to get that rock out of the ground. Successful and confident, strong and sensual, and a yearning for commitment. So if you have medium fingernails, these are very widely. These are technically their traits of medium fingernails, but your results may vary. Your fingernail size may vary, and what is medium to you may be large to another. Do keep that in mind too. One size does not fit all. So again, medium, a believer of hard work, enjoying a challenge, stubborn, successful and confident, strong and sensual, and yearning for commitment. But again, how do you know what's medium? There's like no inch size. So I guess if you interpret yourself as having medium fingernails, I have no idea. All right, large fingernails. So if you have large fingernails, if you are Tom Large Marge sent you, then yeah, there you go. All right, large and in charge fingernails, or maybe you're not in charge if they're large. If you have large fingernails, then you are calm, mild-tempered, open and frank, imaginative, creative, and you could be affected by your environment. So again, your fingernail size may vary. I don't know what's large or small for you. That is a personal interpretation thereof. There is no barrier, or you don't give me any ground rules to tell me what's large or small. So, all right. So again, if you have large fingernails, then you may be calm, mild-tempered, open and frank, imaginative, creative, and affected by your off the hook environment. Good dunning. And all right. So these cards, including the one telling you your fingernails have more nerve endings than anywhere else. I would have thought it'd be somewhere else, but who knows, right? All right, so we'll get these posted up today, and there you go. Thank you guys for the continuation of. We're about almost going to 2/3 of the way done. We'll be done in May. We'll finish off the deck, and maybe we'll get something else for a palm reading that's a little more advanced, and keep our study of palm reading going. But yeah, so favor, let's see what we got off the hook. Let's see what we got in the chat here. Good to see you. Mine are medium or thin, long fingers. Yeah, it's hard to tell. I mean, honestly, it's on how everything's an interpretation on this planet to a lot of extent, or in this game, however you want to see it. And so, yeah, so if you interpret you have large fingers, then fingernails do you? I guess you would, but it's all about how you interpret it. So, all right. Let's get out of top messages here. There we go. All right. So scissor fingers would be cool. Like what? Like Edward Scissorhands? Yeah, but if you had scissor fingers, that could be a really big pain in the butt. Like how would you normally eat? Do other things, right? And you'd be cutting your friends and stuff. That would be. All right. So let's see here. Nothing too much. You're medium right now, stubborn and always digging out back. I do of a woman with back scratching size nails. If you watch Winter Wolf on the Turtero channel, she's got humongous nails. She always talks about her big nails there. But all right. So let's see. We're going to do a channeling of some sort. This is a channeling channel here. And what we've noticed here when we channel, of course, and we've thought for a minute there that, maybe you're possessed or what have you. But it's really not even that. It's really just my highest self, right? So when I'm channeling Saint Germain or Archangel Raphael, well, yes, it's the energies thereof, but it's really coming through as my highest self, channeling as Saint Germain. So keeping that in mind, well, it is technically because we're all the same. Everything comes through us, right? So would I not be the same energy as Saint Germain, theoretically speaking, right? Or Isis or anybody else? Because we are, everything comes through us. None of this is even, is this even really here? Or are we just creating it through us? That's, it can get kind of deep there. So hopefully I'll make it on the round table so we can be deep. At 11:30 or 1:30, which will be a slice right in the middle of Linda there. Actually, no, Linda will be done. Linda's at 10. So yeah, it's hard to keep track of all these. So Linda and Krista are at 10 my time, which is noon. And then so Truthwave, which is at 11:30 my time. So Linda and Krista would be done. So it's a half an hour after them. And that's 1:30 your time on the East Coast. So it gets a little, yeah, right. And then if I ended up moving to Chicago, then it would be an hour. I'd be an hour off you guys. So I'd be doing good dawning instead at 8:33 and 9:33 in the dawning there. So it gets really goofy, but so yeah, nonetheless. All right. So as far as the park, I thought about taking us to the park today, but we're still in the low and mid 40s at this time of day. And it's quickly warms up, but the first 20 minutes of the show would be really cold. But we are getting closer to getting to the park. So by next week, my ultimate goal is to return, and it won't be every day, but to return good dawning as we originated, and of course by June 3rd, which is our 2-year anniversary or 1-year anniversary. By June 3rd, getting it to the park for sure on the regular. But so we will get over there and get back to the park at some point soon. But I tried this morning, but this dawning, but it's just too the steady cold, right? It's kind of, and then they have the early morning X and O's in the sky. So when you're waking up in the morning, dawning, and I don't know what we're morning, but when you wake up in the dawning, right, and your weather forecast says clear and sunny, and you look outside, nothing but a sheet of white, right? You generally don't want to go sitting outside. What is sitting outside? You ever walk outside and it tastes like metal and stuff? You know what I'm talking about. You don't want to sit under that if you don't have to. So if your sky looks like a tic-tac-toe board, consider going what you're going to do there. But I don't. So you'll see good dawning. We'll get it outside there as soon as we can. But yeah, it's the 9th island. Here's the link to today. Oh, okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. And so I did again. So we did pin Linda at the top, with the bottom here on mine. So Linda is pinned. So yeah. So do subscribe to her channel and stop by, say hi to Krista both. Dual YouTube. You ever dual YouTube before? So grab your laptops, guys, or your iPads, right, or Android tablets, and then whip those out as well as your cell phone, and you dual YouTube. So we got we'll have Linda over here and Krista over here. But yeah, so, and then the round table as well. Of course, the link for that is there too. So, and I am not able to get it on my channel. I don't know why. Restream. I tried to get it up there, but I'm going to try again. But so the round table will be live. It may not be simulcast directly to my channel, which is not a big deal. But so we'll have to check it on Victor's channel for that. And but if I manage to get live, I will post I'll post it on the community tab. But I will be doing it from my car, so that could be interesting, unless I go to a park or something, which is possible too. But I want to be out of the house, because if I sit here until 12:30, then do DoorDash, it doesn't work well for me. So I'll DoorDash, and then I'll just have to go in and pause the dash. So this gets interesting too. But thank you so much for hitting the thumbs up on your way in today. Yeah, Hershey, thank you. And Hershey, are you going? I don't know. I didn't, and I apologize. I got to add Hershey to the spin of channels we check on the daily. But are you going live today, Hershey? If you are, let us know if you're going live, or if you got a Memorex, a video of some sort, either. But let us know. All right, so I'm gonna do a channeling here, guys. Anybody have anything specific? I do what I can, always in love. I has 3 things I forgot, Didi. Miss PG and Chris. Yeah. So yeah, and these things are going to happen as everybody's starting to double up here. And this is amazing, because when this started, there was none of this, right? We had no Victor. We had no Victor may have been live, but we didn't know it. Actually, when we started Good Dawning, Victor was not live yet. There was nobody. I mean, it was just, yeah. So this is amazing when we really think about it, that we have all these different channels that have from this whole family. With Hershey, we have Krista, we have Linda today. We have Cosmic Connection and Teresa and Truthwave and the Roundtable. All of these things, which are all expansions of all of us as a one bigger source energy. And how awesome is that? Tomorrow morning, I'll be taking my car for service. I won't be in the chat. So I wish you all a good weekend. Even now, though, I see you later in other channels. You reap what you sow. You always reap what you sow. Whatever energies you put out generally come right back to you. There's no real karma. Like, you don't have to sit there and die and have to come back and clean the karma off of anybody. No. But yes, that's karma. It's the energy you put out. It's just returned right back to you as a whole. All right. So does anybody have any specific channeling of my higher self through Goddess Isis, Kuan Yin, Sekhmet, White Buffalo, Calf Woman, Archangel Raphael, and Heart Attack, Archangel Michael? So yeah, if anybody has any specifics there, I would be more than happy to do a channeling. Otherwise, we will just do a rando channeling here. Krista's voice always puts me to sleep. She speaks with a very interesting cadence. Krista does, and the cadence definitely. This is why Josh is the Titan of generosity. We all met because of Josh. Do some art. Okay. Art. You don't want me to do some art. Trust me on that. I am art free. I have done art. I went to. There's like 2 things I've ever painted in my life. I'll show them to you next time. But all right. So I don't have any specifics. I'm watching the chat here. I don't have any specifics for channeling. So anyone got anybody specific here? Going once. Going twice. Anyone? Bueller. Bueller. Well, he's sick. My best friend's girlfriend, her from this guy who knows this girl, said he passed out at 31 saw Ferris pass out at 31 flavors last night. There we go. Metatron. I don't do Metatron, unfortunately. I mean, I can do. Here's my Metatron. Hang on. I got to get up. But all right, so we can do Metatron. All right, this for Hershey's sake, this is as close as I can get because I had never actually channeled Archangel Metatron, although I do work with Metatron. Although some Archangel Metatron here. That's about as close. Metatron. There we go. So we could do Archangel Metatron. But yeah, this is on my wall here. But all right. So let's see Metatron's cube. But so yeah, no. But yeah, I don't. I do not channel. All right, Kuan Yin. All right, so Kuan Yin. I saw that. So that's perfect. All right, we will channel Kuan Yin. We'll bring in some divine love and she would. If you look for like divine femininity, she would be. The feminine divine master is Kuan Yin. So if you ever feel grace, we love you, grace, but grace in your universe, right? Like peace and grace, and you're just like, thank you for the grace. I know it. That would be Kuan Yin, for sure. And so yeah, and if you're a guy and walks by, you can always thank Kuan Yin too, and vice versa. So the divine feminine, when you see examples of the divine feminine, especially in grace and beauty. You definitely look to Kuan Yin for that because she brings that to you in your universe. And okay, so I am an open channel, and what I've learned is I'm channeling really through my higher self. These are all expressions of our higher selves. Really, when you think about it, Kuan Yin, White Buffalo, Calf Woman, Isis, and all of them, while they did theoretically exist, they're also expressions through our higher self because everything in this world, everything we see and everything is projected through what? Our highest self onto planet Earth. Thank you. I appreciate when you guys put the time in there. It keeps me on balance as to where we're at here. Or at least I know that when I don't have to go to the shop, and that's only Tuesdays and Fridays, I'm not so worried about like ending it at the right time. I used to have a friend, Larry, I saw at the camp every year. Somehow I always went the same week. Synchronicity. You were meant to. It's not that you always just somehow always went the same week. You were meant to see him at the same time. All right, so let's channel Kuan Yin here and Divine Feminine and see what we get here. I don't have anything. Sometimes I always have like something specific, like a topic or something. But today just seems kind of loose. It's just like the energies are loose. All positivity, right? We see all awesomeness and. Lindsay, it's your movie, so of course you went the same way. Right. Everything that happens, and here's where Kuan Yin's going to come in, because there is something that's coming up. Everything that happens in your universe is done through you, for you, to you. We'll start there. Everything you do is already predetermined, but you're creating it, but maybe it's already been created, so to speak. And everything that you are doing is coming from within you. So everything you have, none of this may even really be here the more I get into it. It's all an expression through you. And so let's all right, Garnet. Good dawning, Garnet. Welcome. Grateful to see you in the chat. We love you, brother. And awesome to see you. All right, so let's we're gonna channel Kuan Yin. And then again, you take it for what you want. And all of this is it's all when you watch Good Dawning or you watch anybody on YouTube, I'm going to give you a couple of things here. If the YouTube channel is not changing, right? If you're watching a YouTuber who is not giving you something new, if they're not, I mean, Victor's channel is, but if you're watching somebody who's doing stream of conscious, and even Victor's show is not the same every day. If you watch, it is evolving. But yeah, if you watch stream of conscious people on YouTube, if they're not changing if you don't see an evolution, like if they're like, this is it, that's it, there ain't no change, that's how it is, there ain't nothing different, and that's going to be what it is. If you see that in somebody, watch what you're watching. Everybody is, we're moving, right? We're changing energies, we're flexible energies. And so as I drop trauma, as I clear myself more, right? As I step more into frame, and whatnot, right? All right, with your loud pickup truck there, love you, right? Compensation there, but who knows? But nonetheless, you gotta love when your pickup truck sounds louder than like a Harley, like an entire Harley rally, right? A motorcycle rally. And the one pickup truck way down the road, and you can still hear him. All right, nonetheless, so yeah, if your YouTubers aren't like morphing and changing and growing as well, if you're watching the same message a year later and it's the exact same message and it's like nothing's changed, then you might want to look at whoever you are watching there. So like this message, what I'm learning as all the heaviness, trauma, what have you, peels away. You know, for the last 2 weeks, I was sitting here going, am I channeling myself? Am I being possessed? No, none of it. It's my higher self, and it finally settled in. But and this is going to be the same with you guys, as things peel away, as you like a onion, or like you take the shell off a peanut, or you take the skin off of an orange. As it all peels away, you peel off an onion or a orange, right? You can see some of the orange, so there's some light that comes in. Another peel, more light, right? Eventually, you have the whole orange outside of the peel, and you see more light, right? You see bright light. But as you're peeling away, and think of me as like an orange that's being peeled, or yourself, the peel isn't pulled away yet, right? So some of that peel is gone. So I'm seeing more light. Peel a little more, I have another revelation, right? I'm not possessed, and I'm not literally channeling Saint Germain, right? Let's be honest. I mean, you could think that, but let's be honest. We're not. I'm channeling it's my higher self as Saint Germain. So let's see it for what it. And when you start to see these things for real, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and be like some of the other channelers you see on YouTube. Like, I have no. It's my highest self, and it's coming through as Saint Germain. But isn't Saint Germain just your highest self, anyways? Wouldn't Isis or Kuan Yin just be another version of your highest self, since you're projecting them through yourself, for yourself, to you, right? That's the whole point. I mean, waking up to all that just over the past couple of days changed everything. It's not like I'm not looking for anything outside of me. I'm not literally channeling. I'm channeling everything that's already inside me and my higher self, which is already connected to begin with. So with that, let's channel the higher self of me, that is Kuan Yin, which is also you. That's how you can channel Kuan Yin too. Are you seeing that? It's just an energy in the ether that you grab, right? And it's a part of you as much as it's a part of Kuan Yin. And if in doubt, get outside. Yeah, always put your feet on the ground, right? So yeah, and I may do that too. You may see me in a park for the round table today. But either way, I will be, the goal is to evacuate the house and then go from there. But yeah, so roundtable link on Truth. Yeah, I can't get it posted on my channel, so watch it on Truthwave's channel, guys, or Bacon Bits or what have you. But it wouldn't post. So so let's give Victor or somebody else the love in Truthwave, or the love in the roundtable today, because it won't be on my channel. All right, so let's contact. I mean, I'm gonna try to get it posted one more time, but I did that for like an hour the other day, and I was like, that's it, I'm done. After about an hour of trying, I'm like, I'm done. That's why you don't see all the YouTube channel YouTube's up for this week, because YouTube setting up lives, they've made there's a coding error. So about 50% of the time, it's just going to say, even if you schedule the time, you'll come back and it'll be like, go live. I'm like, wait, no, I'm not going live. Or it'll be scheduled for midnight. Even if you put the right time in, you come back and look and it'll be like at midnight. I'm like, what the heck? So it can take 20 minutes just to set up one show because there's something going on with the scheduling for later or what have you. It doesn't sit. So exactly. All right, so let's channel Kuan Yin. All right, so we're going to take a deep breath, everybody. Breathe in with me, if you would. As we breathe in, we're going to do some clearing in our breath. We haven't done an energetic clearing. So as we breathe in, we're going to see clear energy. So we're going to breathe in by exchanging the energies in our frame. We're going to clear out the old, kind of like a wind, like you open up the window and let the wind come in and clean out your house with the energy. So as you breathe in, we breathe in new energy. As we breathe out, we're sending all the old stale energy away, right? We're exchanging energies. So we haven't done an energy like a recall or anything in like 48 hours. So this will be our recall for today. So we call in new energies today to produce new in our universe. As we breathe out all stale and old energies. We're going to do this for a couple of more than 3 breaths just to kind of ground this in. And then we will channel Kuan Yin and my higher self as Kuan Yin and see what we get. And and honestly, you'll see a lot of channels won't tell you that they're channeling their higher self because it's all about ratings and making money, right? No, this is about being as honest as we can and helping everybody else. The money comes if you are honest and all that. But yeah, it's really just channeling your higher self. All right, so here we go, guys. Breathe in. Hold it. And breathe out. Take another breath in. As we breathe in, we clear the energy. We're breathing in fresh, new energy. As we breathe out, all the stagnant junk, muck and gunk. We breathe out the muck and gunk energy. So breathe in. And breathe out your muck and gunk and see new energy. We'll do one more and then we're going to do three satisfied breaths. So breathe in. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Take that muck and gunk and release. And now let's do 3 satisfied breaths. Those satisfied breaths, again, right here, where your chest and all that kind of meat, just bend over and you breathe out. As you breathe out, you say the word satisfied. You drop, first off, you will center yourself because there's nothing going on. You will immediately feel satisfied. Secondly, you will drop right into your heart chakra. So join me. Breathe in, bend over, and breathe out. Satisfied. If you do it with a little bit of a sigh, boom, it'll just pop. For me, it's like instant shift into the heart chakra. All right, breathe in. Hold it. Bend over and breathe out. Satisfied. And one more satisfied breath. And you can say grateful as well. That works. It's just saying satisfied is more conducive to your body feeling more because you never really say, how often do you say you're satisfied? Breathe in. Bend over. Satisfied. You should be sitting pretty chill in your heart chakra at this point. So here we go. We'll bring in Kuan Yin. I am an open channel, so you won't see any toning or anything. But here we go. Kuan Yin here for all of you, channeling through Josh, for you, to you, this wonderful and amazing dawning. Kuan Yin wants to discuss you and your amazingness. Kuan Yin wants you to understand that you are divine, that you are lovely, and that you are the grace, the love, and the peace that you are looking for in other people. Kuan Yin is here to tell you that you are loved, you are divine, and that you are not separated from anything that you are looking for in your universe. Kuan Yin is here to tell you that what you are looking for in your universe is held within you already. It has just not yet been released. We're going to repeat that. Kuan Yin is here to tell you that what you are looking for is held within you. It has not just yet been released. What does that mean? That means that you are the proprietor of your universe. You are the actor that creates your play, and the energies that you create are what creates your loving, living universe. So if you are looking for this or that in your universe, are you letting it flow through you? That is a question we are asking, because if you are not going to let it flow through you, there is no other way it will appear. A lot of you think that things magically appear. They are given to you. They show up, right? Well, they do, but they have to show up through you. You are the grand arbiter of your energies. You are the grand arbiter of your universe, and you are the grand arbiter of what you see through your real eyes. What you see, what you create through your real eyes, the beauty that you give your universe, the love that you give for yourself, the reverence you give to others, you create all that through yourself. There's nothing that you bring in that is not brought forth first from you, your energies, your love, and your divine light. Kuan Yin is telling you, there's no other way for you to create your divinity, to stand in your highest self, to be the love that you are looking for, than to allow it to flow through you. There's nobody who's going to bring you what you are looking for. There's no other object that can bring you peace. You are the peace. You are the grand love, and you are the grace you have been looking for. In any situation, it is all grounded in you. Everything flows through you based on your energies. Are you seeing how you are your grand creator? Are you allowing for your energies to flow and create? And that is the question Kuan Yin is asking of you. And only when you are clear of your trauma can you create, can you be that flow. It is a matter of stepping into the non-traumatized body, right? Stepping out of your traumas, stepping into the love that you are, and seeing yourselves as that grace, as that love, as that peace in your universe. Kuan Yin is asking you, can you do that? Are you doing that? And do you allow for that peace from yourself? If you are standing in dervishment and you are not at peace, right? This is why we were talking, and Josh was talking about finding the calm, regulating your nervous system, right? Kuan Yin is very adamant about that. If you are not regulating your nervous system, if you are not at peace within yourself, then you are going to not be able to create the loving, living universe that you are wanting. You will not create any grace in your family, your universe. You will find disturbance in yourself and your family. You will find disturbance in your universe and in your peace, right? So for yourself, for all of you here, take a moment and realize through your real eyes, right? Kuan Yin is asking you to realize that if everything is flowing through you, for you, and it's coming to you, for you, right? Kuan Yin is asking then, if you are not in space, if you are in trauma, if you are in lack, if you are in fear, if you are not in the right energies, right, in the love that you have for yourself, how are you going to create? What are you going to create, and what can you create in your universe? Let us be as honest as we can with Kuan Yin, right? So from your end, if you are not in space, if you are still in trauma, if you are not in love and light, right, and peace, we're not saying you get rid of your grayness, but we are saying if you cannot feel peace and love and light, right? How are you going to create your universe? That is the question we have to ask of you today. If you are not finding peace within yourself and you are trying to create something, you will not create it. If you are trying to bring love into your universe, but you are still in embellishment and feeling non-loved for yourself, Kuan Yin will tell you, you cannot create love. If you are trying to bring in abundance, but you are feeling worthless, then you are not going to create abundance. Kuan Yin cannot bring you the abundance that you do not have within yourself already. You have to bring all of this forth through yourself. That is the grand deal here. Kuan Yin cannot bring that to you. It is your job to shift your energies to find the peace within yourself to be able to create the universe that you want for yourself. This is key. Sitting there dervishing in your universe about what you don't have, wanting it in your life is not going to work. Sitting there in trauma is not going to work. It is about clearing the trauma and then realizing you are the grand source of your universe and bringing all of that in to you. Are you seeing and understanding that? Kuan Yin wants you to understand who and what you are. We're not going to channel too much longer here, but from your end, when you are out today in your universe and there's something that you want, are you grounded? Are you sitting in trauma? Are you feeling lack of what you don't have? And if you are feeling in lack of what you don't have, Kuan Yin wants to know then, how can you expect to create from the version of lack, right? If you see yourself as the grand source, all abundant, right, which you are even the grand energies of Kuan Yin if you are in understanding. So if you see yourself as the grand energy of everything, then you can create. But if you are standing in your traumas, feeling small, standing in the programming that you have, that is the big deal, getting rid of the programming, right? Standing in that programming that you are not worthy, that having what you want, bringing happiness into your universe is not allowed, right? If you have that energy, you're not going to be able to create. Kuan Yin will tell you, you will be blocked. But from your end, if you can see that you are the greater source, right? The love that you have been looking for, and that all of it is just programming from others to you, through you, that you are expressing right now, you can create your loving, living universe. Go out today and ground. Go see the sky. Find beauty in your universe. Come back tomorrow. Tell Kuan Yin in the chat, right? What beauty did you see? What love did you find? And what peace did you bring to yourself? Have a day. You are amazing. Be that peace. Be the grace. Give yourself some grace today. Don't be so hard on yourselves. All right, Kuan Yin. Thank you. Don't be so hard on yourselves. Give yourself some grace today. And yeah, go look for the beauty in your universe. Care Bear, good dawning. And the Care Bear is live every dawning at 6:30 my time. It's like 6:30 in the morning. So 8:30. So that's why I'm not always in Care Bears. You may see me there, but then again, you may not. But Care Bear always at 8:30 in the dawning, East Coast time, which is a lot easier. But living out in the mountain time makes it kind of tough there. But check out Care Bear in the dawning there if you guys would. All right, so let's not the new. This is carnelian and amethyst, and if you could sit here feeling this is stunning energies. Thank you, Chloe. Chloe's crystals here, so we have a Druzy cave in here as well. That's Druzy is anytime there's a cut in a crystal and you see more crystal within the cut. So Druzy cave, and then all of this is amethyst laced in. This is I mean, they must have grown together. I have no idea, but it's gorgeous. Care Bear opened rainbow butt bear. What? Rainbow butt bear. I'm not going there. But all right, Chloe's with the rainbow beautiful crystals. Always Chloe's crystals. They're always beautiful. All right, guys. So thank you. It's been great. Let's do energetics. Works best with only with your permission. So sticking around is your permission. If you want to smash the phone down or turn off, close your laptop. Understandable. But otherwise, sticking around is permission there. And of course, we will hermetically seal our energetics as well. And if you're ever in energetics and it's not sealed, seal it yourself. Whom Ben, let's all think this is many of us think we can find a way. Let's see, what is Ben saying here? All right, let's go backwards to Ben Bakerman. Thought of that this is my work area for my career. I am in government GIS making maps, and the class is in neuroscience. Wow. All right. Making maps. That would be fun. Yeah. Map maker. All right. I'm being told to go up here. And let's think here. Holidays come with a lot of fear. My favorite word's laced. I like that. Rainbow butt. All right. Rainbow butt bear is exquisite. We're going to leave that one. All right. I got it. All right. Thank you, Kuan Yin, for the love and grace. Let's go up a little further here. I don't do Easter this year. Hey, Josh. Hi, everyone. I'll have to listen in the play. But, ooh, chocolate-covered marshmallow. That sounds good. Off, no tuition reimbursement available. There are definitely people who would help out Ben. Ben, we can help by setting up. Can we help a GoFundMe for? Wait, what do we got here? All right. Yeah, it was email. I said you made it with all the balloons. Welcome, only to find 10K at the 10K at the bottom. All right, I'm not really sure here, but Ben. All right, so apparently there's. We'll go further back here. Let's see here. Millie, thank you so much. A suggestion for raising a suggestion. I would truly appreciate it more than you. A kind heart. So apparently something's going on, and I'm not seeing. So it's like playing chat roulette here. Go back a little further to Ben and see if there's something. This is it actually answering another serious disappointment I'm having right now. I had to write a letter turning down a partial scholarship because the remainder was still way too much for me. Oh, okay, there we go. So all right, so Ben, you had to turn down a scholarship favor. So yeah, and so how much are we in need of there? We can always GoFundMe's do work. But yeah, expensive class there. So yeah, if you need a GoFundMe for Ben, we can do that. 10K. Holy God, that's a lot more. That's a big GoFundMe there for sure. 10K would be huge. But let's we're gonna ground in with the carnelian and the amethyst here, and we're gonna see Ben getting his 10K. And anybody else getting what they need here? Carnelian is a firestone. It's the firestone for water signs, if that makes any sense. It's the calming. It's like the carnelian flame, but it's a Cancer stone specifically as well, or a water sign stone as well. It works as fire for water. If that's going to make any sense, probably not. And then there's the amethyst in there is of course in balance there. But the favor there, Ben, 10K for a class. Wow. What's the class? I know you're a map. He makes maps, which is an amazing job within itself. But yeah, all right. So Josh Arama. All right, there we go. Is it like Bananarama? Did you hear a rumor? All right, so let's work with the carnelian here. And so, all right, so listening in my car, pretty cool. All right, so favor. All right, so the carnelian, you may feel it in your sacral chakra. The amethyst, you may feel it in your heart chakra. You can this is kind of a conglomeratory here, so you can feel it kind of anywhere. Carnelian, if you're trying to set fire to yourself, like energetically, not literally, we're not trying to emulate ourselves, but if we're trying to set some fire, no self-emulation here on this channel. But if you're trying to set fire to something that, energies, there we go. And then carnelian is that stone to do so here. Neuroscience, yes, safe and favored travels there, Victor, for sure. Everybody see Victor's card in a golden bubble of light, and anytime somebody says they're traveling or driving, I always tend to see them in a like a combo purple and golden light. So here we go, guys. All right. The carnelian from Chloe's Crystals. That would be at Chloe. At Chloe's Crystals, capital C's. CNC. All right. So let's see here. 3 coins in a fountain. Each one spinning happiness. Each one. Yes, neuroscience is cool, Ben. Don't give up. Timing just be delayed. Oh, we just see Ben with 10 grand. It just happens, right? You never know, right? All right, Ben, that suitcase falls off the truck there. And, favor to you. All right, 1133. So the 11 is the universe. Master 33 is 33, the highest number of the Illuminati, right? All right. So just again, the rebrief here. Today would be at the top of the hour. We have Linda, Kennedy, and Krista both live. So Linda's first time live, and Krista's 50th time live. So Linda and Krista. Krista will be doing her energy work, and Linda, I'm not sure what she's doing. Something with cards, I would imagine, but maybe not. She could be doing Akashic stuff too. We don't know. So Linda is an open. Then we have Cosmic at 4:40, so 20 minutes before Teresa. Teresa's been working with the book Let Them from Mel Robbins. I use the Let Them theory myself. I watched 2 videos on Let Them and went, this makes too much sense. So now when somebody walks into the store with a mask, gloves, and goggles, we say, let them. We go, it might be hard. We don't know what their universe looks like. Let them wear masks, goggles, and gloves as if it was 2020. Favor. But we let them. We do not judge because it's really just another expression of myself anyways, right? So yeah, so we can, so if you want to learn more about the let them theory from Mel Robbins, as theorized through Teresa, so it's got to keep that in mind. It's layered, right? Just like if you wear two colognes or perfumes, right? So it would be layered, so it's a layered version of that. But so yeah, so through Teresa, and then but you can always get the book, and then roundtable, of course, at 11:30, which is 1:30. I will be doing the best I can to get live on that, and Truth Wave tonight at 9:45. I don't know if anybody else is live. Otherwise, like in the evening, earlier, or what have you. Rooted Willow is only Fridays and Saturdays now, with as far as I know. And I don't know if Angel Wings, she was live yesterday. So if you want to check that out, it's actually a really good live. So you can check out Angel Wings. She was live yesterday. I don't know if she's live today. I don't think Lucky Stone is live. You can check out his short. Chris, the volunteer, is back with his Archangel Gabriel cards. So please do check that out as well. Archangel Gabriel and Chris. And leave comment, please. If you check any of these out, say hi. Tell them Large Marge sent you or something of the sort. And put it in the chat or in the comments. Whatever works for you. But yeah. And all right. So we're going to seal this off here in a moment. But use a carnelian flame to light a fire under you. That's how it kind of works. You can combine that energy. And let's clear out anything. We're going to use this real quick to clear out anything that's blocking us creatively today. All right. So we'll clear that. Anything that's blocking us. And we'll seal this off. Sealed. There we go. And we're at an hour. So perfect. All right, guys. So, yeah, another week almost over. Tomorrow's Friday. What is the? Oof. Just like that, tomorrow is Friday, and the next thing you know, Laura will be live again on Tuesday. And if you didn't catch Laura there, letspiritguide.com. There's a short with Laura. I also put up, if you hadn't seen it yet, a ramblings the other day as well. And the more I DoorDash, the more ramblings you will see and whatnot. And so, yeah, thank you guys. Another good dawning has bit the dust. Another day's useless image is spent. No, actually, that's the doors. But no day's image is useless. Thank you all. We close this out with a group hug and energetics, just like the energetics through Chloe's gorgeous. Look at this for a second. That's why I had to get this. I mean, I'm look how gorgeous. I mean, the amethyst it's purple but it's like it looks like little chunks of like crackle amethyst almost. And you can't get the purple really well with the box light, but if you hold it on the side, you can get the purple hue a little bit better. But yeah, it's just stunning. So thank you, Chloe, for always stunning crystals. Not just great crystals. I'm going to state this as best I work at a physical crystal shop. Consider it a boutique. Give you no names, give you no city. I've told it before, but we've learned our lesson about that, and we don't do that again. But nonetheless, way better quality than I get from the store that I physically work in. And we don't have any carnelian amethyst in any aspect. Never did. And probably never will. All right. So, guys, thank you so much. All right. So let's close this out. Take a deep breath in with me real quick. Recenter. Breathe out. All right. So left arm up to the person to your left, if you would, please. Josh hug. Right arm up to the person to your right, like a football huddle. Or if you ever watched rugby or Australian rules football, where they start with a big circle and they're running around in a big circle like that. We're not going to push each other around, but we are going to create that circle. As we create that circle, we send love. And we send that love out of our left hand, right? And we send it clockwise through our circle. As it comes around, you'll feel it coming back through, and everybody's love, right? Coming back through your right hand, crossing over right through your heart chakra, supercharging it, sending it right back out through your left hand. As we spin that energy out and up, we send that energy like a reverse tornado, where? Into the greater source field. As we lock our love into the energies of the greater source field, we continue to send that love up like a connected conduit into the the greater source field. And if you want to watch a good tarot channel, Connected Conduit, check her out. She's pretty good. But as we send the energy up, connected like that conduit to the greater source field, we send love, and we see love in each and every one of us. We see love in everybody on this planet. We see love in every single thing and in every situation. We see no judgments of positive or negative. We see it all as an expression of love. And we see each and every one of us in that source field as an expression of that love. We see no judgment and hold no judgment, for everybody is just a mirrored expression of you watching this right now. And everybody's mirrored expression of each other is source. And we see that as love. And we see each other in that greater source field in four walls. Everybody on this planet should have a right to have four walls, at least at minimum, right? Big walls. We're not talking about a shack or a shanty. And those living in shacks, shanties, mud huts, tin roofs, outhouses, or whatever else they might be living in under a bridge or otherwise. No, we have enough on this planet to build everybody a 2,000 square foot, 2-bedroom house with a backyard and a property line of an acre, and stick every individual with that house in the state of Texas on this planet. We do not have an overpopulation problem, and we do not have a lack of housing problem or a lack of funds problem. We have a lack of caring problem on this planet, and we see that fixed. We see each and every one of us in those homes with fresh fruits and vegetables. We live on a planet where more than 50% of our fresh food is thrown away, rotted, trashed, and garbaged. Raccoons love that, but do we as humans? No. We see each and every one of us with the ability to have fresh food, fresh vegetables, and we see humanity not throwing away all of its food and helping each and every one of us. We see each and every one of us with the right for fresh water as well. There's no reason why anybody on this planet, when there is a invented device, as long as there's more than 10% humidity, can literally pull fresh, clean drinking water, filtered as well, out of thin air. There's no reason why anybody should not have fresh water at this point. There's no reason why anybody should be going down to the river or the lake to bring dirty water up to boil on a pile of dung in front of their mud hut for 20 to 30 minutes and then sit there for another hour and a half to 2 hours batting the flies away until they can drink their boiled, cool water. No, period. No ifs, ands, or buts on that one. Period. There's no reason why anybody, Mr. Nestle's CEO as well, no, there's no reason why anybody, water is a right and everybody has a right to fresh water, period. Clean air. There's no reason why all of the skies on this planet look like tic-tac-toe boards. There's no reason why my meteorologist comes out and says it's going to be 100% sunny today and 85, that it turns out to be 100% gray, white clouds and 80. Why? Question mark. Preceded by, of course, X's all over my sky first. Why is that? I don't know about an X cloud in my sky, and I don't know about X clouds in your sky. And if you ask Adam from the Medium channel, who is a trained meteorologist, he would tell you there is no such cloud as an X marks the spot in the sky. And so we see all of that gone, right? We see the government banning all of that, and we see clean air, right? We do not have to be breathing whatever the heck they are throwing, right? Favor. And we see each and every one of us as well with the right to a hug. Everyone on this planet, there's no reason why anybody should take weeks, months, or years if they want a hug to get one, right? And there's no reason why we should not be loving each other more, right? Everybody is each other's mirror, right? And so everybody should have the right to a hug on this planet. The fact that there are people who have to chase love and look for love on this planet when we are of love to each other and should be in the first place. Exactly. And we see these soldiers of the world putting their weapons down and apologizing to those they would have shot otherwise, even though they do not know them physically. And of course, getting to know them, looking at pictures of their children and whatnot on their cell phones, not their wallets, right? It's not 1980. But nonetheless, and exactly. And even, hi, this is whose wife, right? Calling them, right, from the battlefield. I was about to shoot your husband, but I truly apologize. And I'm sorry, I was going to make your kids fatherless, but poof. Right, exactly. Before you have to shoot them, you should have to call them and apologize to their parents and their family first, right? There you go. That would change war. Right, we got to call each other. I got to call your mom first and tell her I'm going to kill you. So yeah, exactly. We apologize. The governments of the world apologize to each other as well for what they do, right? And grifting, grafting, and lying to their citizens when they apologize. And instead, we see them in a cage wrestling match. And may the last government official win. There you go. So just do it in a cage match instead. It's a lot easier. Beat yourselves up and save your citizens. Thank you. All right. And we see each other in love and peace. We see anybody having any issue. We see Rick going to his doctor in 6 months and being told to never come back. We see Henny finding a new place when she has to move. We see Karen not having to go to her doctor in Estes Park. We see Lindsay in a way better and amazing place with fresh fruits and vegetables. And all of us here, we see Grace having an amazing trip. I know she's packing right now. We see Linda having an amazing first live. Sure. We see anything that everybody else who's going live today as well. We see it all being amazing. And we see love and peace in each other's universe, abundance and joy. And whatever you are looking for today in your universe, allow for that miracle to occur, because remember, you are the miracle already, being energy in physical form. So anything else, you already are a miracle. You're the biggest miracle that's ever existed. So anything else is nothing compared to who and what you really are. So we make this too hard. So in that aspect, the miracles you are looking for, realize, are anything compared to the miracle that you are walking on this toroidal field in energetic form on planet Earth in the first place. See it that way, and you got it. All right, I love you all, and we release our tornado of energy. We cut the cords and release that energy up and let it float and go into the greater source field. And we close this out with a hallelujah. So it is, and so it shall be. Poof. Thank you all for being here. Grateful. We see Scotty making phone calls. There you go. All right, I don't know who you're calling, Scotty, but favor to whomever answers. There we go. And a favor to whomever you're dialing. He needs to. All right, there you go. All right, Scotty, make your phone calls. There we go. I don't know to whom or why, but there we go. All right, guys, thank you. It's we've been alive for 1 hour and 11 minutes. So thank you all so much. Check Care Bear out in the dawning. I don't know if you're going live again, Care Bear. If you do, let us know. But otherwise, with my Metatron channeling, and so Metatron channeling through you. That's about as good as I'm going to get from Metatron. But I'd like to talk to Scotty. All right, everybody call Scotty today. And of course, remember to sub to Scotty Boy as well. And so keep Scotty Boy. But let's all sub to Scotty. Sub to Linda, though. Seriously, Linda is pinned at the top there. So stop by and say hi. And of course, dual YouTube today with Linda and Krista. And Cosmic and Teresa. I'll see you in all 4 chats, right? All right, guys, I love you all. Stay awesome because you are. Remember, everything you do or don't do helps create your loving, living universe. And if you're still in your dark night of the soul, you release your darkness to the light. The light steps in, releases the darkness from your body. You lose 40 pounds on the instant. At least it feels that way. Your cells spread out, and it makes it easier for you to create your loving, living universe from the light body than your dense trauma body, right? At least not to miscreate, right? We try to create from a trauma body. We generally miscreate, right? We don't create what we want. We create the opposite. All right, guys, stay awesome because you are. I will see you all. I love to play with knives. I don't know. I love this. You're right, crazy. All right, love you all, and I will see you all in the next. Thank you.